Take a deep breath. Release it slowly. Have you ever done that? When you are trying to calm yourself down, in that moment when you feel like you are overwhelmed, when you feel like you want to burst out, when you feel like you clench your fist and you feel like reacting because of this emotion called anger. That is what we are going to discuss about today, because I have done that so many times. Yeah, because we all get pissed off in this life more often than not. And it's not that anger is bad, because anger is a natural emotion in every human being. It's very natural. So the issue is not about feeling angry. The issue is about what you do with that emotion. Because anger is one of the hardest emotions to deal with. If you are to be frank with each other, it is not easy to manage this feeling of anger, this emotion of anger, especially when the reason for you being angry is glaring. Maybe in most times it's there in your eyes. It's valid and it's real. It's difficult in that moment to control your anger. It's difficult in that moment to manage your anger. I think if we start by appreciating that fact that it is not easy to manage anger, it will help us get mastery over this emotion called anger. So we all get angry generally over these three categories, generally speaking. Number one, when an injustice has been perpetrated against you, you get angry. You get this stimuli to react. Number two, when maybe your boundaries are violated. They can be your spiritual boundaries, emotional boundaries, or physical boundaries. When they are intentionally violated by someone, you can get angry. Or maybe number three, when you perceive a challenge or a threat, especially a negative challenge, you get angry. You can get angry. But now, that's natural, like we said. That happens in every human being. That's a natural stimuli that just rises from within you. So now you need to master how to deal with that. How to deal with that emotion. How to deal with that feeling. So, in many cases, we respond differently to this emotion. Women, generally speaking, they usually respond with verbal outbursts. They lash it out all on you. Not women alone, but generally speaking. Then men, to some extent, and also generally speaking, they respond by physical aggression. When they get angry, when they get pissed off by something. So in dealing with anger, one very important issue is to know how to respond, to master how to respond. Always respond respectively. I know there are some people who are not worthy of respect. Respect is the end, but for your sake, it's for you. Respond respectively. Do not react to situations. So rather than reacting, express your feelings. Do not act out on your feelings. Choose a way of expressing your feelings, expressing your emotions respectively. There are times, yes, when you feel so overwhelmed that you can't control yourself. Sometimes you are shaking. Sometimes you are sweating from inside. It's better for you to calm down. So, yes, you can be overwhelmed. Yes, you can be so irritated. If you feel that you do not want to respond in that time and you cannot hold a rational discussion in that time, leave it for that time. Then find a more suitable time to discuss, to express your emotions respectively. So respect is number one when you are dealing with anger. Just find a way. Even though someone is disrespecting you all the way, find a way to respond to them in a respectful way. That will bring them back to their senses and to see that what they did was wrong. Consider this example. One of these days I came home and found my sister at home, and she asked me one of these very obvious questions about something at home. Very simple and very obvious questions. And she came and asked me, and I said, "What? Come on, I think that's common sense. Use your brain." That's how I responded to her. Because to me, I thought, come on, that's obvious. So she didn't take it okay. She didn't take it lightly. So she went out of my room and continued with what she was doing. Then after some time, she came to me and she said, "Hi, love. I want you to reconsider the way you responded to me when I asked you on this and this issue earlier on. If I responded to you that way, how would you feel?" I said, "You know what, I'm sorry. I was pissed off about this other issue from work and I kept it inside me. I think it bursted on you." So from this example, you can see that bottling out in your anger, your feeling, can be very detrimental even on your relationships. I kept my anger inside me. I did not express it at work. I came home to my sister. She is happy. She's asking me about something happily. And I cut her off. I rudely reply her. But look at how she responded. She came to me later and calmly, respectfully, she made me realize my mistake. You must express your anger. Yeah? You need to express your anger. You need to express your feelings. Do not keep it inside. Many people make the mistake of bottling their emotions inside and not letting them find expression. You must learn to express your anger. If you are pissed off, you can express it. And you must express it. There are people who prefer, for whatever reasons, to go silent. They don't, mention it. They don't say it, but they are hurting inside. That's very detrimental even to your health, because that thing can, if it continues to mount one upon another, it can move into depression. But you can express your anger, you can express your feelings respectively. Then, number 2, you need to identify your triggers. Identify what triggers your anger. Mostly, we are not angered by everything and anything. There is a certain pattern that if you observe, you see that, you know what, if this type of thing is done or is said to me, I easily get angry over that issue. For instance, as for me, if someone intentionally crosses my boundaries, I feel really pissed off. I feel annoyed. So how does that equip me now? The knowledge of that, how does that equip me? If I know that, if someone crosses my boundary, I get pissed off. It now helps me to check when I see someone crossing my boundary, to have that awareness that what this person is doing right now or right there is going to make me feel angry. So that knowledge on its own will give me power over my emotions. That look, what is happening here is going to make you angry. That knowledge on its own is going to give me power over my emotions. And I'm now operating from logic and not from emotions. So I'll be able now to, if I'm looking at a person who is violating my boundaries, I'll look at them like, do they know that this is a boundary? If they know and they are doing it after all, I then look beyond to say, why are they doing it? Since they know that maybe this is a physical boundary, maybe this is an emotional boundary, why are they doing it? So now you see that I'm now operating from logic and not from emotions. And that gives me an upper hand. Some people are triggered by injustice. If an unjust act is perpetrated against them, they feel like responding, reacting there and there. So if you know this, if you are aware of this, you will always be at the top of your emotions. You will not allow your feelings control you. But if you do not know what triggers your anger and you are not even aware, your feelings will catch you off guard. Always, you are caught off guard. So you need to have this knowledge. Number 3, always exercise empathy. Be empathetic with people. People are coming from different backgrounds, with different traumas, with different experiences. Some are coming from very broken backgrounds. Some have got hidden wounds that they themselves do not even know. Some have got a lot of garbage to clean out, emotional garbage to clean out from them. And people every day are operating from those angles. Just exercise some empathy with people when they do some annoying things, some irritating things. Choose to let it go, but don't let it sit inside you by keeping quiet. Just exercise empathy and let it out of you.